Well, hello, gorgeous. I'm back live. Something about being in Canada really made the internet wonky. So I was not able to drop in live. But I want you to know I'm so pumped to be hearing all this gorgeous feedback of you who are in this challenge, are falling madly in love with your life. July, hot July, passion and possibility. It's all here. And my mind is a little scrambled because I'm like, wait, what day is it? What are we doing? But today is Desire Wednesday. Desire Wednesday. So we're on day 9. It's July the 9th, if my math is mathing. And we are stepping into turning up the dial on our passion for our 24 hours and expanding our embodiment of believing that it's all possible. It is all possible. And our invitation on Desire Wednesday is super simple, but it might be a little bit edgy. Are you ready for edgy? It's this: let yourself want what you want. Let yourself want what you motherfucking want, okay? No justifying, no feeling guilt, no overthinking, no shrinking. You do not have to explain why you want what you want. Today is about just wanting for the sake of your own aliveness. Just want it. It's like Nike, just do it, but here it's just want it. Desire Wednesday, just wanting what you want for the sake of your own aliveness. And being madly in love with your life and really expanding your capacity to feel passionate about what is and to ground into the idea that it is all possible for you requires you to get behind what you want. And there is a war on us. There is a war on this wanting, especially for women in recovery, because so many of us, women in general, are taught that wanting is dangerous. It's dangerous. That's why you see images of people, of women specifically, who are sexy and they're in their desire and they're in their passion. And that's why they created words like slut and whore and bitch and all that stuff, because that is masculine protection over feminine energy. And we're going to be done with that. If somebody calls you that, you can be like, you're dang right, and I'm stepping into it. Desire is not dangerous. In fact, it is the thing that will light you all the way up, to get so deeply in touch with your desire that your body and your mind and your spirit starts to come totally alive and lit all the way up. Especially women in recovery, oftentimes we get the message that being intentional about what we would want, about having expansive dreams, is selfish, right? It's selfish, it's dishonest. We need to be more responsible. We need to make better decisions. We don't want to be too much, or if we want too much, like especially around wealth and money, then we're being not spiritual. Oh my gosh, wanting is absolutely spiritual. Don't you dare listen to anybody that tells you wanting is not spiritual. The word desire literally means, if you look up the origin, the root of it is from the Father, which means it is spirit given, spirit driven. And of course, you should have deep desire, because that's your spirit giving you the invitation, giving you the direction. Of course, you should want that. That's for you. That's your assignment. So we're going to be done with this wanting isn't spiritual bull, okay? Maybe though we are trying to take care of everybody else or trying to do everything right, and we have to wait for what we want until all that's taken care of, right? Like maybe it's you're taking care of your family or your partner or your kids, and there's no time for you to want what you want, but we're going to be done with that as well. And maybe it's you think, well, I have to get my email done, I have to get my laundry done, I have to go for this run, blah, 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 blah. Like actually, we're going to start prioritizing exactly what we want, and that's what it looks like to be madly in love with your own life. So when we do that, when we trade in our desire for our duty, or we trade in our passion for permission, like we're waiting on someone else to get permission, or we want to fit in, or we're trying to be normal, we don't want to be judged, we don't want people not to like us, like, let's be honest about what's actually going on. Let's tell the truth about desire. Desire is spiritual. Wanting is a holy practice. It's an invitation from the universe for you to step forward into what is available for you. And desire is how your soul speaks. It's like, yes, sister, of course you should want that. That's for you. And you filled with passion means you are following what you want, what lights you all the way up, what you would love, and you do not have to earn it. Let me say that again. You do not have to earn what you desire. There's no checklist, there's no degree, there's no task list, there's nothing you need to do to earn it. You have full permission and you're giving it to yourself. You write the permission slips in your own life. You get to follow that passion. You get to follow what you would love. So today, I want you to give yourself permission to want what you want and want more of it and more and more and more and more. And I think that oftentimes, especially in recovery, it's like, oh, I want more of that. That makes me an alcoholic or that makes me an addict because I want more and more and more. But that's not what we're talking about. Wanting more is a spiritual practice. More joy, more ease, more abundance, more play, more fun, more money, more orgasms, more intimacy, more peace, more adventure, and more recovery that actually feels expansive, like anything is possible and available instead of constrictive. I didn't recover to be constricted or constrained. Did you? No, you did not. And so you are going to step forward, give yourself permission to be the woman who is dreaming out loud, who wants what she wants, who loves what she loves. And so our prompt today is, what do you deeply desire right now? Check your heart space. Check your stomach space. Check your root chakra, okay? Invite your spirit to speak. What do I want in my body, in my recovery, in my bedroom, in my relationships, in my work, in my creative life, in my finances? What do you desire? What would you love? And the second question I have for you is, where in your life are you still playing small, or you're shutting that down and you're saying, oh, well, I want that, but that's never going to happen. Or, yeah, I want that, but that's not reasonable, or that's not realistic. My husband loves to say this. Well, that's not realistic. I'm like, exactly. That's why we should go for it. Because realistic is a patriarchal construct. It's a third dimension, mind-based reality that is created to constrict and constrain so that women don't get out of control. Okay. But can we agree to get a little out of control today and to let yourself want? This is the third prompt. Let yourself want what you want. What would that feel like? If you didn't have to guilt yourself or feel ashamed or worry about what other people were thinking, what would you want? What would you love? And the challenge is today, I want you to choose one thing that honors your wanting, that honors Desire Wednesday, even if it's super small or maybe it's something really big. So what do you want? Do you want more orgasms? Well, let's take care of that. Do you want more healthy food that makes you feel alive? Well, why don't you stop by the smoothie shop? That's what I'm going to do. We have this little smoothie shop in Ashland, and I'm obsessed with it. I just found out that it existed. So my girls and I are hitting that up because every time I have a green smoothie that's so healthy or one of those acai balls, my body is like, yes, please, more of that. Or maybe you make yourself a yummy dessert that's like, actually, I want chocolate right now. So last night I had a few Oreos. I didn't have one or two. I had a few Oreos, not the whole sleeve like I used to have. So we're making progress, but I wanted some Oreos and so did my girls. And we sat around and dipped our Oreos in milk. Because I don't want my girls having a mom who's like, oh, it's too much calories, or oh, I'm going to get fat. Like, no, fuck that. That's not what I'm teaching my girls. We are teaching women who are watching us and listening to us, what we say about ourselves, about our bodies, about all the things, and they are emulating that. So I want my girls to go for what they desire, to do what they want, to invest in the yummy experience of having 6 Oreos and some milk and not feeling a shred of guilt because they saw their mom doing that, enjoying herself, clear on what she wants, in love with her own life. And that is available for you too. I'm inviting you in to give yourself permission today to do one thing that honors that. So maybe you ask a question. You ask for something that you've been wanting. Maybe you buy the thing that you've been on the fence for. You're like, fuck it, I'm going for it. You'll figure out a way. I promise you will. Maybe you're going to sit down and finally actually do the thing I invited you to do on day 1, which is to write the vision for what you would love in your life. Or maybe you're going to start the thing that you have wanted to start. And that's what I love about the work that I do is I work with women who are like, I know what I want to do and I know I'm capable of doing it and I feel called forward. And so coaching with women like that, it becomes easy peasy to create those gorgeous results, like writing a book or taking an international trip Or I have one long-term client who's on a cruise to Alaska that she envisioned in the very first month of our work together. And now she's literally in the middle of it. I have another client who's messaged me today that she's getting another raise, like another one in the same year. Another client / friend who's like, you know what? I don't love this new job that we manifested. I'm leaving. And I said, yes, because we are not going to stick around for things that we don't love, that don't light us all the way up. We're going to say yes to experiences that do. And today you're going to let your desire, you're going to let your passion all the way loose, not just a little bit. You're going to open the gate and let it run all the way out and do one thing that moves you. Can I get an amen on a weekday? Because as a reminder, my gorgeous, beautiful friend, your wanting is not a liability. It's not unsafe. It's not ridiculous. It might be illogical, but I hope that it is. Otherwise, you've not dreamed big enough. It is a compass for your spirit. It is a prayer from your soul. And it is a holy, spiritual, incredible, gorgeous roadmap to a life that is for you. And that when you have the right tools, you become the great co-creator of your own reality. So drop an emoji, your favorite heart emoji. Maybe it's a red one, maybe it's a yellow one. I don't know. Pick your favorite heart emoji in the chat if you are going to do one small thing to let your passion lead today. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited that we're doing this challenge together. And I believe in your ability to create a passionate, limitless possibility life that you love. Mwah.